introduction to CorelDRAW. So first of all, I'm going to open up my CorelDRAW. Alright, so CorelDRAW is only on laptop or your desktop. So it's only on system. You can't use it on phone. So you need to have a laptop before you can use CorelDRAW. So you can go to a web browser to go and download your CorelDRAW. So this is Corel 12, launched in 2023. So once you click on your CorelDRAW, this is the first window that you're going to see. So these are some of the jobs that I've done. These are some of the designs. So what you're going to do now as a newbie, if you open CorelDRAW for the first time, what you're going to do is to go to new, because you don't want to open, you don't have a job that you have done before. So this is your CorelDRAW environment. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you what all these navigation bars, what they are used for. Okay, first of all, we'll come with this letter. Yeah, these are your design environment. For example, what you are seeing here now, this portrait is your design environment. So anything you want to design must be inside this environment. If you design anything outside this environment, if you save, it will not be saved inside this environment. Alright, so if you are designing anything, it must be this size. So in CorelDRAW, before you do anything, you must first of all check what you want to design. For example, so if you come to this place, if you come to CorelDRAW, first of all, what you want to do is to come here. So you just check what you want to design. For example, you have your A4 paper. This is your A4. As you can see, the shapes have changed. This is your normal A4 paper that you print out. This is your normal A4 design. So in CorelDRAW, this is where you check all before you start designing. So you have your envelope. You can see this is the size of your envelope. So before you design, you have to come here and check anything that you want to do at all. So this A6. Alright, so let's use A4 for example. Most of us know A4, this portrait, and here you can change it to landscape. Come here and click on it. You see this is now landscape. So we have portrait and landscape design. Alright, okay, so let me show you what these things are all about. For example, half of this A4, like this, half of it is called A5. Alright, half of the normal A4 paper is called A5, as you can see. So this A4, for example, this A4 and this is A5. This A5 is half of A4. Then we have A6. A6 is the small size, your small flyer size, which is the half of A5. So I don't know if you are getting me. So A4 is your normal paper, A5 is half of your normal size, then A6 is half of A5. So we also have A3, which is your poster. A3 is your poster size. That is, you want to design small poster, use A3. A2 is for calendar size. You can also use A3 for calendar, which is that smaller size of calendar. So it's also used for poster. Then the A2 is for the medium size calendar, as you can see. So you can be this will call portrait because it's standing. So when you click on this, maybe your design want to be landscape, this will call landscape because it is sleeping. Alright, so take notes. We also have A1. A1 is very big. Alright, just say times 2. Each of these things you are seeing is times 2. A0 is times 2 of A1. This A0. Okay, so let's just take it like this. A0, this A0. A2, A1 is half of A0. A2 is half of A1. A3 is half of A2. A4 is half of A3. A5 is half of A4. A6 is half of A5. So don't get confused. Before you start using CorelDRAW, you must understand how these things work. So don't be in a hurry. You can always make sure you watch this place, or if possible write them down. It is very important. You must know what you are doing before you start designing. Alright, so these are the major things that you use to design, because what you want to design are majorly those size of paper. Alright, these are other arrow A2. These are special documents C3. Most of the documents most of you have not seen it before. So what is common with is this A0 to A6. These are most of the things that you are going to be using. There is letter. This is a letter size. This is a letter size paper, which is like A4, slightly bigger than A4. There's ledger. It's a ledger size. So CorelDRAW, that's why if you see that, if you do you design with Adobe or any other design, if you want to print out, you use CorelDRAW, because CorelDRAW has all the printed format. So that's why CorelDRAW is very popular. This custom is when you want to resize, but I will come back to that. Let me just explain more. Alright, so we are envelope. I understand you know what envelope means. Those normal envelopes. We have different size of envelope. Envelope 9, envelope 10, envelope 11. Now the envelope 9 is the normal small envelope. This is the normal envelope size that we have. Those ones that they designed for church Thanksgiving service is the envelope 9. Okay, so we have envelope 10, 11, 12, 13. What is our big envelope size? Envelope monarch. So envelope 9 is what we are familiar with in this part of the world, and is the most used, which is the normal size of envelope. This photo card. So all these are different paper size. This is Japanese postcard. Alright, this card, you can see the size from here. And mind you, if you want to design in CorelDRAW, you make sure you are using inches. Okay, so there are different there is feet, there is yard, there is pixels, but if you are designing you majorly leave it at inches. Okay, because inches is the same thing as feet. Even though you are designing banner, okay, on how to resize banner, we also come to that. So these are just the paper size. This web page, in case you want to design a banner for a web page, in case you want to design a banner for a web page. So most something like this for a web page is usually use inches, pixels. They usually use pixels. If you are designing normal paper that you want to print, you make sure you are using inches. All right, so this is web banner. Those advert that you see, all right, those advert that you see, this is the size. Those advert you see on website, this is the banner. As you can see, CorelDRAW has everything. In most cases you don't even need to resize. So just come here. First of all, don't forget, once you open your CorelDRAW, you come to this place to look for the size that you want to print. Do not forget that. Alright, let's go to custom. For example, you want to design something and what you are designing is in feet. Alright, let's say you want to design 4 by 5 feet, which is flex. Alright, flex, which is flyer, those normal banner that they normally post for programs and all those stuff. What you are going to do is to like I said, I told you that you have to be on inches. Inches is the same thing as feet. Okay, so you make use of inches. So you have to come here. Let me go back to custom. Alright, so say you want to design let's say 4 by 5 flex. So you come here and make sure that it is inches. It doesn't matter what you have here. Okay, you just come here and click let's say it's going to be the width, that means from here to here it's going to be 4 feet. Here is going to be 4, then the width is going to be 4 feet, then the height is going to be 5 feet, which is landscape portrait, right? So if you come here, if you look at it, you see that this direction is showing that this first one is from here to here, then this other one is take care of the height. Please follow up in case you are missing anything. You can always ask questions. You can always ask questions in the comment section. So make sure you follow up. This is what I'm explaining. So from here to here is the height. So I'm taking my time so that you understand this thing. So here I'll click on 4, and over here I'll put 5. Then click on enter on my keyboard. You can see this thing has changed. So from here to here now, from here to here is 4. Then from here to here is 5. Okay, so it is now 4 by 5. Or let's try something different. I want to make here 8 by 5, right? Here will be 5, the width will be 8. I want to design flex. Okay, I'll come here, put on 8. That's 8 by 5. You can see now. So here to here is 8 feet, and here to here is 5 feet. So if you want to design banner, this is what you need to do before you start designing. Once you come to your CorelDRAW, the first thing you want to do is to come here, or if you're not going to use anything here, just make sure you're in inches. Come here and resize your paper. So this border you are seeing now, this your 5 by 8 is what you are going to design. So if you want to print them out, it's going to be everything you are going to design must be inside this border. If anything is outside, it's not going to be added to your design. Okay, everything must be inside this border. So I believe you understand this part. So let me move on. So this is your pick tools. So you can see there's a label on the pick tools. You know that what, if you pick any tools from here, if I click on any tools here now, I will come back here and drop it. Okay, so let's continue. For example, here if I click on this particular one, this is called shape tools. You click on this small dot at the corner, it will open up different tools. These are shape tools. You use these tools for design. We're going to be using them for designs. Okay, so these are shape tools. I will come back to this. Then this is your zoom. You click on this, you can zoom. Click on the area, just circle the area to zoom. You can also come here and click on zoom. Then if you want to go back to normal, you can come here, zoom to page. That means if you go back to default, click on it. So you want to zoom it little by little. You click on this minus is to zoom out, which is the keyboard key is F3. Remember, CorelDRAW is majorly for laptop, right? You're also going to be doing for phone, which is your Canva, and there are so many other apps that are going to be using for phone. So we're going to use CorelDRAW for those that have laptop. So in case you don't have laptop, make sure you also follow up. So when you have access to laptop, because CorelDRAW is majorly what most people use for design. The basic software for design is CorelDRAW. So we have Adobe, but CorelDRAW is very popular and it's very important also. So you click on this, your minus, you can see, you click on your plus to zoom in, zoom out, right? So that's now that I've clicked on this thing, you can see that my console is showing. If I click on it to zoom in, if I come here, I will zoom out. I can't do anything again. If I come here, I go to multiple settings. So I need to come here and drop the tools, or drop it. You can see now I can do anything I want to do because I've already dropped these tools. Okay, here is my pencil, fresh hand tools, right? You can use them to draw. You can draw anything. All right, I'm going to delete that. So you just right click on it and then you see options to delete. So you can see we have different kind of tools here. We have this Bezier tool. All right, all these are tools for design. You can see, so we have another one. So just follow me. we have another one. As you can see, these are design tools you can use for design. So it depends on what you want to do with it. All right, you can see that my console is showing these tools. Anytime I click, it's going to be drawing out something. So in order for me to stop this, I will come here and click on drop tools. Okay, so I can click on, I can delete these ones. Sorry, delete that. You can just hit delete on your keyboard. You can hit delete on your keyboard in order for you to delete it. Come here, delete that. Come here, delete that. So mind you, this tutorial is very important because this is the introduction. You need to understand how all these things works. All right, so we have different tools. This is your rectangular tool. Is very important. We are going to be using this in most of the things that we do. All right, you know, I told you I will come back to these shape tools. For example, these are rectangular tools. I'll do something like this. All right, then if I come here to pick shape tools, I can decide to, with these shape tools that I've picked, I can start editing this thing to different shape. All right, you can see the shape that is giving me now. I'll drop my tools. You can see the different shape that is giving me. You can see. All right, so I can also come here. All right, I can come here. I'll click on come to arrange. Right, so all this I need to explain all these things to you because I'm going to be using them. I think I will be a little bit faster now, but I didn't want to rush it, so that because if you miss this part, if you miss how to use all these tools, you are going to find it difficult and you're not going to understand what we are going to be doing. All right, so I'm going to be a little bit faster now, so you have to follow up because there's a lot to talk about here. So I can see this is my tools now. In order for me to be able to make use of these tools, this is my rectangular tools. I want to use it to design something. What I need to do is to come here and convert this line to curve. I convert it to curve. I'll come here and pick my tool. Then you can see these are my curves. So I want it to be curved line. I'll click on it. If I drag here, the thing will be curved. If I click on this, I want it to be curved. I can come here and drag it, curve. See? You can see what I'm trying to do now. So I'm just playing with the tools, just playing with it. All right, so you can convert it to anything you want. All right, you need this shape tools to shaping it the way you want it. Remember, you have to convert it to curve before you can start playing with it. Convert to curve. I already converted it, that's why it's not showing. Before you can start playing with the tools. All right, you have your this is your eclipse. This is your cycle. You can use it to drop cycle. All right. Then you have this your table. This is your table. In case you want to draw table, you can just come here. This 2/10. If you edit it from here, let me say 10/10. That's the table you want. That means this is what they call the row. This is the column. So depends on how you want the table. You can just set it out from here. I'll come here and drop my tools. This is your shape tools. You have different kind of shape. Different kind of shape. You have star shape. Also come here and click on this. There are different kind of shapes. Alright, these are shapes. That's direction. These are the input shape. As you can see, this comment. Alright, these are input shapes. Now these shapes you are seeing now, with the use of these shape tools, you can come here and click on this rectangular tools and use these shape tools to shape it the way you want. You can use to create anything you see here. So with these shape tools, you can be able to create anything you want to create. Alright, you come here. Here is our. You can write here. These are our text tools. Right, you can come here and write anything you want to write. So that's it. We also have shadow, drop down shadow. Alright, can you drop down shadow? This shadow, this to make your design look. Anyway, we are going to talk more of that. There are certain things I cannot explain here now. So this for your score, for your color, enough for you to give it a color. You come here. Alright, so we are going to be using this. You can see the color has changed. So that's the purpose for all the colors you are seeing here. Anyway, let me not confuse you. When we are designing, we are going to make use of all these things so you will understand better. So let's come to your feedbar here, which is on your right hand side. These are your colors. If you click on any color to change, click on any color to change, click on any color, you can see that there are multiple colors here. Alright, if you click on this small direction, it will open up all the colors, and then you can take any one you want. Okay. Alright, so that is that. So let's move on. We're already behind time. Alright, let's come to this is your file. This, if you want to create new, here if you want to create new design, you click on it. If you want to open your old design, you click on this. Alright, this exports, you want to export it, send your design to become image. Alright, this if you want to convert your design, those are your PDF. You can use CorelDRAW to design PDF. These are pages. Alright, you can click on this plus to add page. You can see you now have two pages here. This is the first page. The reason why these things are here is because they are outside this box. Like I told you before, that anything outside is not included. Let me bring them inside now. Let me carry this one inside also. Bring this one inside. Alright, this is the page 2. This page 1. So you can see this page 2. You can add pages, so you can have about 100 pages, and then once you are done with your design, you come here, convert it to PDF. Alright, so that is that. So we have your. Anyway, we are going to make use of all these. Your test, to change your test. Right, I guess we are done with this video, because most of these things here they are better explained if we are doing the design already. Alright, they are better explained if you are doing the design. Alright, so in CorelDRAW we have what we call Corel Photo Pen. Alright, Corel Photo Pen is what you use to paint your CorelDRAW. It's just like a Photoshop. It's owned by CorelDRAW actually. So if you click here, you see them here. This Corel barcode wizard, this Corel capture. We are going to be looking at all these things. This Corel Photo Pen, Corel RAVE, Corel Trace. This is what we are using now. So when you install CorelDRAW on your laptop, it comes with all these features. This one is CorelDRAW. So this environment is Corel. This is the app we are using now, which is what CorelDRAW. So CorelDRAW is very broad. Alright, let me show you about the transparent background I was telling you about. So if I click on this one, I want to make it transparent. I will come here. You can see here's the drop down shadow. I will click on it. If I drag it, the direction I drag it will become transparent. Then I can also come here. You can see that this toolbar will change immediately. I put my transparent. Okay, this toolbar will change. In case you are doing anything and you made mistake, you want to go back, you see this direction, undo. Okay, you can do Ctrl Z your keyboard, and you can come here and click undo. Alright, if I drop my bar, see everything has changed. But if I click on this, my interactive transparent tool, see everything has changed. Alright, until I come here to drag it, you see that now I cannot edit, I cannot work on it anymore. I can come to uniform, Uniform is to make this transparent uniform, which is like this. Everything will be uniform, and I can come here and increase it, either reduce it or increase the transparency. Okay, you can either reduce the transparency or increase the transparency. Alright, so in our next tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to make use of tests. Alright, how to design tests. We are going to just play around before we go into the design proper. So this is just an introduction, as you can see here. Alright, because we're going to make use of all these tools that we see here. I don't want this situation where I will start designing, you guys will be confused. So make sure you watch this video again to understand how all these layers work, because I'm going to make use of them. So this is your fonts list. This is where you pick the fonts that you want. Yeah, okay, let me make use of this one. Okay, yeah, these are fonts. Alright, so I can come here and change color. I don't like the color. Change color. Okay, over here I believe there is transparency. So because of the transparency, you can come here. I want to make it to 0%. I don't want transparency to be to show. So you can come here and change color green. You have that's your blue. This is your blue. Now if you right click on this blue for a long time, it will show you different kinds of blue that you can pick from. You can see, for example, this sky blue, which is cyan. You can see that it has different kind of cyan. Alright, so you right click on it for long, it will give you more and more designs, more colors that you can make use of. Alright, so I believe we are done with this. Okay, I believe we are done with this tutorial. So in our next class, I'm going to be showing you how to make use of all these things we have explained to you now. So see you in my next class.